Hello students, I am Nirmala Patil, Economics, Department of Economics. Today we are, in the last video we discussed about syllabus of economics. There have two books already, you know that. There have two books, part A and part B book. Part A book statistics for economics and part B book Indian economic development. Today, uh, today we are start about the statistics for economics. Statistics for economics A part book, chapter 1, introduction. Introduction of economics and introduction of economics, statistical economics. Here first we know the economics meaning. Yes, already in the 8th standard and 10th standard, 8th standard, you already studied about the economic meaning. Generally, economic means or economics, it is a scientific study of money. It is the scientific study of money. That is called economics according to Adam Smith. Adam Smith is a father of economics. Adam Smith is a father of economics. ಬಟ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನೀವು ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಿ. ಅರ್ಥಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ, ಕೌಟಿಲ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅರ್ಥಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ, ಹಿ ರೋಟ್ ಕೌಟಿಲ್ಯ ರೋಟ್ ಅರ್ಥಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ. ಅರ್ಥಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್, ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅರ್ಥಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ. It is this economics world, the world of economics is derived from two Greek words. Here the word economics is derived from two Greek words, okos and nomos. Okos and nomos, okos and nomos, okos and nomos. Okos and it means here household management. It means household management. And okos means household and nomos means management. Totally household management. It is okos nomos we are taken from the Greek word. We are calling that economics here. Here economics, the trees of a knowledge has many branches. Yes, we know that. But economics is one of the important branches of a knowledge. And it is a social science. Social science, mother of a social science. Economics, we are calling that mother of a social science. And next, the study of economics has assumed greater importance in recent years because it has greater educative value, knowledge of economics. This economics helps us to initiate and accelerate growth in the economics of the world at present and is used to eradicate poverty and unemployment, a main problem of our country. And it is not a problem of our country, it is a poverty and unemployment, it is a problem of a world. But this economics studies about the poverty and economics gives a solution to solve the problem of poverty and unemployment in a country and as well as in the world. Its knowledge helps to resolve other problems such as inflation. You know the meaning of the inflation? Inflation means continuously rising the prices in the market. That is known as the inflation. It means continuously prices are increased, means money supply are more in the market. It will be effect on the economy. That the reason the control, it is the economics gives the solution to how to control the inflation in a country or in the world. And food problems, it is giving the solutions to the food problems. Suppose food problem arises in the country. And population exploitation also, it is also one of the problem, like developing countries, our country India also facing the major problem, population, more population in our country. And next, adverse balance of payment. Here adverse balance of payment, etc. It means economics gives the solutions to solve the some problems of economy or some other problems. Here it is very important to note that economics is the only social science subject. Economics is the only, it is also one of the social science subject, but economics is the only social science which has been included in the list of a Nobel Prize since 1969. After 1969, many economists got the Nobel Prizes. This is the introduction part of economics. Yes, economics is the study of scientific study of money or wealth of a country. And next, another one meaning, economics is the study of a scientific study of human activities, economic activities, buying and selling in the market. For example, vegetable market. In the vegetable market, the shop owners, they are selling the vegetable to the consumers. The buyers buy the vegetables in the vegetable market. That is economic, daily economic activities. It means economics studies the human activities. It means human activities means economic activities, buying and selling. That will be the buyers. It means buyers buy the goods, they are paying the money to the shop owner, the shop owner earning the money from that. That is economic activities. Adna ಏನು ಕರೀತಾರಂದ್ರೆ that is called economic activities. This is called economics. And next here, subject matter and definitions of economics. What subject matters are including, what are the definitions of economics? Some economists, they are given some definitions of economics. Here it has been explained by different economists in the form of definitions. The subject matters of economics, wants, mainly wants, efforts and satisfaction. These are the main subject matters of economics, are reflected in the definitions. Here given the definitions, there have mainly three definitions of economics. The concept of economics also we are calling definitions of economics also. First one, wealth concept. Here first one, wealth concept or wealth definition. Wealth concept or wealth definition. Here wealth, we know that wealth of a country or a wealth of our own, etc. What we are earn, what we have the property of a country, etc. We are calling that wealth. Here the classical economist, this wealth definition given by the classical economist. Here we divide in classical economist and neoclassical economist and a modern economist. But this wealth definitions given by the classical economist. For example, classical economists are J.S. Mill. He is a famous economist, classical economist. J.B. Sayers and Adam Smith. We know that Adam Smith is the father of economics. ಅವರಂಕರು ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, the classical economist of 18th century like Professor Adam Smith, the father of economics, J.B. Say and J.S. Mill and etc. defined economics as a science. Economics as a science which studies about the production, distribution and consumption of wealth. The country productions, total productions, the production, distribution, how to distribute the throughout the country, and how to consumption of wealth. This is known as the economics. Economics ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಏನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್, ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕನ್ಸಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ wealth. That is known as the economics according to classical economist. And one by one they are given some meaning about the definition about the wealth definition, wealth concept. According to Adam Smith, Adam Smith defined economics as a science of a wealth. Economics as a science of a wealth. It means scientific study of the wealth. It is known as the economics. According to Adam Smith, he wrote in his famous book Wealth of a Nation. His famous book was Wealth of a Nation. And another one, economics, classical economist, according to J.S. Mill, economics is the practical science of a production and distribution of wealth. Economics is a practical science. Practically, they are, it means practical science of a production and distribution of a wealth. It is known as the economics according to J.S. Mill. And here in this wealth definition there have drawbacks. There are some drawbacks. That the reason now at present we are using other concept welfare definition and next scarcity definition in drawbacks ittadalli ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. This the classical economist led emphasis on the wealth and put man on the secondary place, but here they are just explain about the wealth, but they are forget the man is important here. Human beings are important, they are producers, they are sellers, everything done by the man, but in this concept forget the man. That the reason it is a secondary place. The man, this concept gives the place of a man is a second place. First place, that is a wealth ginta important enagiರ್ತೈತಿ man ಆಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ. It's a development of human beings are the very important. They are forget that is the one of the reason. This was their main drawbacks of this wealth concept. Here they also neglected the end objectives of economics, which is the promotion of human and social welfare. That's the reason the wealth definition has some drawbacks by the neoclassical economists. That's the reason they are introduced another one definition, that is a welfare definition. Welfare concept or welfare definition. Here the neoclassical economist ಅಂದ್ರೆ in middle in between of the classical economist and a modern economist. They are called here after 19th and 20th century economists are called neoclassical economist. Here the neoclassical economists like Professor Alfred Marshall shifted the emphasis from wealth to man. It is very important. Wealth to man and from wealth to welfare. Wealth ಯಾರಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಇರಬೇಕು, that will be to the man, and this from a wealth to welfare. ಅದನ್ನು ವೆಲ್ತನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವೆಲ್ಫೇರನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್, that way it means the standard of living, the providing the standard of living to the people of the country, the eradication of the poverty, construction or giving the more infrastructural facilities to the people. Well, infrastructure facilities ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ we are calling that welfare. In his famous book Principle of Economics, he given meaning about the economics according to Professor Alfred Marshall defined economics meaning. Here economics means political economy or economics. Political economy ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಕರೆದಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ. He wrote in his book Principle of Economics he is called political economy. Political economy or economics is the study of mankind. Is the study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. What is the ordinary business of life? He given here ordinary business of life. Ordinary business of life means everyday business. Ordinary business of life means everyday business or every moment business or everyday business. Here in the everyday business included producers, sellers, consumers, producers, sellers, and service providers, service holders. They are included in the ordinary business of life. Everyday business, buying and selling of goods and services in a day to day. That is known as the ordinary business of life. This is a welfare definition given by the Alfred Marshall, Professor Alfred Marshall. He is a famous economist. Professor Alfred Marshall. And next another one, scarcity concept or a scarcity definition. What is a scarcity? Scarcity and scare of raw materials, labors, capital, etc. We are calling that scarcity. For example, scarcity ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲದೇ ಇರುವುದು ಯಾವುದು ಇರೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸ್ಕೇರ್ಸಿಟಿ, ಐ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಒನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. Suppose your parents give in your pocket there have only 10 rupees. Our pocket money is 10 rupees. In your pocket had 10 rupees. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ 10 rupees ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇತ್ತಂತಂದ್ರೆ we can buy only one pen or pencil or eraser etc. okay, but you can't buy a more goods from that 10 rupees. That is a scarcity. For example, ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಡ್ರೆಸ್ ತರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಡ್ರೆಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ಯಾರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, 2000 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. 2000 ಒಳಗೆ 2 ಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ತೊಗೊಂಬ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಥವಾ 2 ಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಥವಾ 2 ಟಾಪ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ 2 ಶರ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಏನೋ 2 ಟಿ ಶರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಬ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ದಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೈಯರ್, 1100 rupees per dress, 1100 rupees per dress. 1100 ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ you had only 2000 rupees in your pocket, not a 2200. But 2000 ಅಂದಾಗ you can buy only one dress. Wants are more, you wanted to buy a 3-4 dresses or 2 dresses, yes, but your amount or income or pocket money is a very less, 2000 rupees. You can buy only one. ಅದ್ರಾಗ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಒನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಯಾವುದು ನಿನಗೆ ಸೂಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಯಾವುದು ಚಲೋ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಐತಿ, ಹೈ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಐತಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟು, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಏನು ಕರಿತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಕೇರ್ಸಿಟಿ. ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್, other countries of the world, they are also facing the problem is a scarcity here, scarcity of a natural resources. For example, I give you another one example, petrol. Petrol is available in the Arab countries, not in our country. Yes, ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಅರಬ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಅದು ಏನಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ importing petrol from the Arab countries. That is petrol is a scarcity of our country. Yes, okay. But and America raw materials, they are imported raw material from other countries. They have the some raw materials. In our country we have the iron ore is a more deposited in our country, natural resources iron ore. We are exporting more iron good to the other countries. Yes, but other petrol is a scarcity in our country, but iron ore is a more. Some countries petrol is a more, but they have no iron ore. We are export and import of scarcity goods. That is also called a scarcity. And investment. Suppose now, for example, ಸೈನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು 1 lakh 2 lakh rupees ಆಗ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊರಿ ಫೀಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಅವಾಗ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀವಿ, ಆರ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊ, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ we wanted to produce the goods. Investment also very important. There have a less investment means production also less. Same thing, the scarcity of capital, the scarcity of here investment on that goods and services. That the reason scarcity concept is a very important at present in the world. They are in the world economists, all the economists of a modern economist and a neoclassical economist also accepted this scarcity definition. It is given by the Robbins, Professor L. Robbins here, Lionel Robbins, and in his book, he written book, the book name is Nature and Significance of Economics, published in the year 1932, gave an alternative view of economics. According to Robbins here, the economics is the science. It is economic is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scale. The human behavior as a relationship between ends and scales, ends of the raw materials etc. Here scale in between ends and scale, end ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. and scale of resources means which have alternative uses. ನಾವು ಅದ್ರ ಬದಲಿ ಬೇರೆದನ್ನು alternative ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತಾ? we can use alternative goods or alternative raw materials or alternative resources. The pointed out that the economic problems arises, mainly economic problems arises, many economic problems in a country, any poverty agirbodu, unemployment agirbodu, any economic problems arises because of a scarcity of resources in a relation of human wants. But we know that human wants are more unlimited wants, but resources are less. For example, 10 rupees packet money, it is a resources, but our wants are more. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅನಿಸ್ತೈತಿ, ಕೇಕು ತಿನ್ಬೇಕು ಅನಿಸ್ತೈತಿ, ಅತ್ತಾಗ ಏನಂತ ಕೇಕು ತಿನ್ಬೇಕು ಅನಿಸ್ತೈತಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನೋ ಐಟಮನ್ನು ತಿನ್ನಬೇಕು ಅನಿಸ್ತೈತಿ. ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ಲೆಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್, ಓನ್ಲಿ 10 rupees. ನಾವು ಆ 10 rupees ಒಳಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಕೇರ್ಸಿಟಿ. ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ವಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೋರ್, ಬಟ್ resources are limited. Economic problems arises because of a scarcity of resources. And next, basic, these are the three definitions of economics: wealth definition, and next welfare definition, and scarcity definition. Wealth definitions given by the Adam Smith and other economists, classical economists, and neoclassical economist Alfred Marshall given the welfare definition, and scarcity definitions given by the Robbins. And the next basic concept of economics, a factor. There have many basic concepts of economics, factors of productions, and factors of the productions means land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. These are included. These are called factors of the productions, and other rent, wages, profit, and production, distribution, consumption, exchange. These are the basic concept of economics. But today I am explaining about only factors of productions, and in the next video I will explain about that. And factors of a production means, factors of a production are the inputs needed for the creation of a goods or services. This is called the factors of the production. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸಾಗಿ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಎ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. The factors of productions included land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship or organization. Here first one, land. What is a land? All those gifted of a nature or naturally ಯಾವ್ದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರ್ತೈತಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ land, forest, minerals, etc. are called land. And the next, labor. It refers to all mental and physical workers done for the purpose of a reward. This is called here labor. It means it refers to mental laborers, means professionally workers, they are called mental laborers, and physical workers means wage workers, day to day wage workers, they are called physical workers. They are done for the purpose of rewards. Work ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದು ರಿವಾರ್ಡನ್ನು ವೇಜ್ ಲೇಬರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ವೇಜ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಬಟ್ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಲೇಬರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರೀಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ or from the government sector. Next, capital. It refers to, capital means here investment. Investment ಅಂತ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಾವು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್, ಮಷಿನ್ಸ್, ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ, ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ capital. It refers to all those man-made goods used in the production process, that is called capital. Example, tools, machines, buildings. And entrepreneurship or organization. Organization is the skill required to bring together various factors such as land, labor, and capital, and to coordinate them all. This coordinated by the organizer or an entrepreneur. Here an organizer or entrepreneur is a person who initiates and organizes and organizer or a supervisor and controller and director of the production process, that is called organization or entrepreneurship. But ಅವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಆಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ರೀಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ದ ನೇಮ್ entrepreneurship. Here these are the factors of the production: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship is the factor of the productions. This is the main concept of a introduction part of the chapter 1, statistics for economics, introduction chapter. Here homework I given here homework. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು, ನೋಟ್ಸನ್ನು ತಗೋರಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲನೂ ನಾ ಏನು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೇನೆ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೋದು ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕೂ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡನ್ your homework. Here 1 marks question and 2 marks question and 4 marks question I given here. Here who is the father of economics, and second question, what is economics according to Adam Smith, what is the economics according to the Alfred Marshall, why the economic problems are arise, and 2 marks question, generally in which 3 parts economics is discussed in this video. And the next 4 marks question, briefly explain the definitions of a welfare and scarcity. This is the homework. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದಕ್ಕೂ ನಾನು ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ನೀವು ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕನ್ನು ವಿತ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ರೈಟ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ವಿತ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೂಡ ಬರಿಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ಅವಾಗ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ತಂದು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ನೀವು ಬರೀಲೇಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋನೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತೈತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.